but I do follow charts as best I can. And what I've noticed is that, based upon activity out in Asia with the Shanghai futures and things of that nature, that's definitely been putting a lot of pressure on our price setting mechanisms here, LBMA, COMEX, and things of that nature. And so with this current, surge in price, it seems to be led by the Asian market. So, outside the narratives of de-dollarization, stuff like that, what do you think the ultimate agenda is, perhaps, with, some of the activity that's coming from that region in reference to price discovery at this current moment?
Right. If folks start to consider that gold and silver is more of a location for money than an investment, as you crowd into it, let's say everyone's financial vessel's out on the open ocean, right? And the sun's been out for a long time, lots of years. It's due to money printing, but it's been a happy climate to have your financial vessel out on the open ocean. You're starting to see this storm forming on your radar. And as you head into port, there's a lot less slips in the marina than there are boats out on the ocean. So as you crowd into these slips, the slip cost goes higher and higher and higher when you want to protect your boat. There's an old saying, a ship is safe in the harbor, but that's not what ships are for. So capital, investment monies generally is risked for gain. But when you foresee the risk of loss higher than the potential for gain, then you would be shifting the position of your investment savings off of what you're used to into port, into safe harbor, into a bunker, and that's how perhaps it's helpful to look at precious metals as the Asian region of Earth, the citizens, people that live there might be more acutely aware of the horrific circumstances that China is struggling through and around the neighboring countries. Then our own citizenry might be aware of how horrific things have gotten here. And they're just acting sooner. So we're seeing an increase, a spike in consumption in that part of the world. But eventually, as we leave the headlines phase for the events phase and the collapse and the bankruptcies and the insolvencies and all the explosions start going off that we're hearing will go off right now, as they go off, then you perhaps this time an exhaustive demand for precious metals, and you could potentially find it to be extremely hard to get your hands on any of it.
Very true.